Hello everyone, it's Lakshmi Gayatri from BCA. My roll number is 20B11BZ45. My seminar topic is green chemistry. Green chemistry is about the reducing the wastage of uses of materials and reducing the hazards and risk, and it's reduce the uses of energy and the cost of the products. The father of green chemistry is Paul J. Anastas. It becomes significant because it has the pace, the wave for clean and sustainable growth. There are 12 basic principles of green chemistry. Here, the 12 principles are pollution prevention, atom economy, and less hazardous chemical synthesis, designing safer chemicals, safer solvents and auxiliaries, and design for energy efficiency, usage of renewable feedstocks, reduced derivatives, catalysis, designs for degradation, real-time analysis for pollution prevention, inherently safer chemistry for accident prevention. Let us discuss the 12 basic principles of green chemistry. First one is pollution prevention. You know the slogan, prevention is better than cure. That means we have to prevent the wastage to stop the pollution in green chemistry. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of a cure. Second one is atom economy. Synthetic methods like so many methods like synthetic methods should be designed to maximize the incorporation of all materials. We have used here A plus B forms C. Ingredients in A plus B forms the products of C. Here let me take a diagram. Here atoms forms molecules and then materials and then products. The atom economy focuses on the atoms forms on molecules. Let us discuss some of the examples of atom economy. First one is Diels-Alder reaction, also known as 4 plus 2 cycloaddition, and second one is the catalytic reduction. In the Diels-Alder reaction, the 1,2 butadiene and ethylene combines in the presence of sunlight. It forms cyclohexene 100%. That means atoms combines and forms the molecules. And here in the catalytic reduction, the prop-1,9 combines with hydrogen and the presence of PDBaSO4. It gives prop-1,9. Third one is less hazardous chemical synthesis. Whenever practical synthetic methodologies should be designed to use and generate substances that possess little or no toxicity to human health and environment. Here, the chemists said that the screwdriver is a safer material instead of knife. uh, because the knife might be able to tighten the screw but it's dangerous. Here they said that less hazardous materials used is helpful to chemical synthesis. There are some of the example that are traditional pathway. It is a highly hazardous method and traditional or conventional method for the synthesis of adipic acid uses carcinogenic benzene as starting material. Here they used benzene and they combines with the catalytic reduction and oxidation and oxidation catalytic cleavage. They form the adipic acid here. First they first the benzene of carcinogen combines with hydrogen of catalytic reduction. It forms cyclohexene, and then the cyclohexene combines with concentration HNO3 in the oxidation. It forms cyclohexanol, and it also forms a cyclohexone. Both combines and reacts in the presence of concentration HNO3 of oxidation. It forms cyclohexene 1,2 diene and cyclohexene 1, diene in the presence of oxidative cleavage forms adipic acid of 40% yield. Here the benzene is converted into adipic acid, that is called the traditional pathway method. This method is used for the less hazardous chemical synthesis. And there is another method, that is the greener pathway. It is also known as greener synthesis. It is used for green procedure of synthesis of adipic acid uses cyclohexene as the starting material. Here we have used cyclohexene as a starting material. It combines with oxidative cleavage and forms adipic acid 100%. Here we take a glucose, D-glucose, or we take cyranocose form. It combines with eclobacteria and enzymatic degradation. It forms cis-muconic acid, and later the cis-muconic acid combines with the hydrogen of catalytic reduction. It forms adipic acid of 95% yield. And let we compare the greener pathway and greener synthesis method and traditional pathway. The traditional route for the synthesis of polycarbonate uses pos- phosgene as starting material. Here they have used phosgene as the starting material, and let we compare the both methods. Here they use it bisphenol, and here is they use it diphenol carbonate. In the presence of zinc HCl and ZnOH, they both form polycarbonate. So the products are same. Fourth one is designing safer chemicals. Chemical products should be designed to preserve the efficiency of the function while reducing toxicity. Uh, Chemicals are molecular designers, and they design new molecules and new materials. This means that it is not only important how chemists make something, it also important that what they make it's harmful. That is designing the safer chemicals. The fifth one is safer solvents and the auxiliaries. Here we have used auxiliary substances like solvents and separation of agents, etc. It should be necessary whenever possible and when used in occurs. The green solvents in the green chemistry are water, in the supercritical water, in the supercritical CO2, and ionic liquids of ethyl ammonium nitrate and pyridium tetrafluoroborate. And we know that many solvents are hazardous and toxic. We have to use a safer solvents in the green chemistry. And the sixth one is designed for energy efficiency. Energy requirements should be recognized for the environmental and economic impacts. And the chemists are you also use lot of energy that heating, drying, and cooling. The energy we have to in the green chemistry, the energy efficiency should be designed. Energy is not only expensive. Most of the time, the power plant that creates the energy contribute to pollution. Use of renewable feedstocks. A raw material or feedstock should be renewable rather than depleting. The green chemists look for alternative resources for making materials. Uh, they take renewable feedstocks of corn. It is renewable feedstock, and it forms cornstarch, fuels like cornstarch and lactic acid and polylactic acid, and then roll stock, and then finally it forms multiple packs. Can be used to make products like fuels of ethanol and biodiesel, plastics, and more. uh, Eighth one is reduce derivatives. We have to reduce the unnecessary derivatives in the green chemistry, that are blocking group and prevention and reproduction and temporary modification of physical or chemical process, and should be avoided whenever possible in the green chemistry. And ninth one is catalysis. uh, Catalysis is as selective as possible. Catalytic reagents are superior to stoichiometric reagents. In chemistry and biology, catalysis is the acceleration of chemical reaction by means of a substance called catalyst. Here, in the catalyst process, we use the catalyst to form the reactants to form the reactants to products. we have used it reduces energy and increases efficiency, reduces by byproduct formation in the catalysis process. And the 10th one is design for degradation. Chemical products should be designed so that end of their function they do not persist in the environment and instead of breaking down in the end cause the degradation products. We have to design in the safely way. Here there are some of the images for design for graduation. That is, let us take as example plastic. Plastic takes so many years for degradable. So we take a recycling process to reduce the wastage, and the recycling means degraduation means uh, designing of a new chemical or a material so that it breaks down at the end of the useful lifetime. 11th one is the real-time analysis for pollution prevention. Real-time analysis for a chemistry is the process of checking the progress of chemical reactions as it happens. Whenever a product is done, can save a lot of wastage time and energy. In the real-time in process, monitoring and control prior to the formation of a hazardous substances. And 12th one is the inherently safer chemistry for accident prevention. That means, let us take Bhopal gas disaster. That is formed because of 40 tons of methyl isocyanate acid. It is an accident tragedy in Bhopal in 1984. The substance and the form of the substance used in the chemical process should be chosen to minimize the potential for chemical accidents. Then it is a safer way to avoid the things that explode, light on fire or air sensitive, etc. Real world In the real world, when these things happen, lives are lost. So we have to very safe in the for using uh, 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 chemical products in the industries. In the Bhopal gas tragedy, 15,000 people are lost their lives, and hundreds of thousands of people are injured. Still now they are facing their problems. Uh, the accidentally occurred because of higher amount of methyl isocyanate leakage of higher amount of methyl isocyanate. So we have to be safer while using the chemical products of chemical products for an industry or industrial purposes. So it explains the inherently safer chemistry for accident preventions.